OSCAAR TV, the Peterborough Speedway, the 21st annual Autumn Colors Classic. Standing alongside the driver, the number 2 OSCAAR Modified, Matt Barton. Matt, this has been a great year for you guys overall. You made it out to a few more races than you originally intended to. And talk to me about the schedule you guys kind of put together for 2013.
I started off as half a dozen races, built a little momentum, and ended up as 10. The car worked so good, and it was hard to walk away from something that worked so good. It was a shame to let it sit at home, and we ran a couple of races and we were like second or third in the points, and we went, man, if we keep this going, and before you know it, our goal was top 10, and we went into this weekend 10th, and I think after our heat races we might be 9th, so we held our goal so far.
I mean, with the strides you guys have made with this car over the first 2 years that you've had it, you updated a ton of things last winter. I have to think that, with the progress you've made, there's a lot of things you guys want to update for next winter. Can we see a potential full schedule next year if you guys maybe get a little extra funding? Is that anything in the works?
It would take a little more than a little bit of extra funding. We do have plans for upgrades on the car. We do have stuff we want to do, but the full schedule thing would be really tough out of our own pockets. Even if we were just continue what we have, it'd be really tough to do, just especially now they're talking about races and layered. So we need some help, absolutely.
I mean, if the schedule goes to 10 races, you made it to 10 races this year, I mean, it starts to become a little bit more feasible than when the schedule is 15 or 16 races.
Absolutely. You're right, 10 races probably won't be enough to satisfy all the tracks that want races. Like I've heard Sunset still wants their 5, Delaware's going to want one, Barrie's going to want one. I think we're losing Sauble, which is really unfortunate. I love that place. But 10, 12 races, yeah, we might be able to swing it, but I'm going to be living at home for another year if we try. So, and I know, like I've said before, my shoes are at the front door. I haven't been told to leave yet, but my shoes are waiting for me.
And let's talk about this weekend here at the Autumn Colors Classic. It's a long weekend. We finally made it here to Sunday. The weatherman's kind of playing with us a little bit here. We're hoping to get this thing in. Last race of the night, 50 laps. What does that mean when all this rubber is going to be out on the racetrack, hopefully? Because, I mean, it's going to be different than if you were running this first lap. That range probably washed off a lot of rubber. What's it going to mean at the end of the afternoon?
It should be back to where it was yesterday. By the time the supers go out there, and they'll pack the second lane in again, hopefully. It was good and black yesterday. It was really, really slick on Friday, but it was good and black on Saturday, and it should be back to where it was by the time we get out there. It'd probably be 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. So I don't know. I'm not too concerned about it. I started on the inside. I think if the redraw went the way I think it did, but we should be okay.
Last points race for you guys this year. I mean, there's obviously a few other guys that are racing for points to try and keep themselves in the top 5. You guys really aren't in that mix. I got to think that you guys are going for a win here today. And what would it mean to get that first Modified Tour win?
You know what? The heat race win on Friday night was pretty damn cool. We threw some stuff with the car and just made it so much better. It was fun to drive again. To be honest with you, it reminded me of driving Hurricane Midget here. The way I could pack it into 3, have it land in the center of the corner, and just roll the throttle to it. That win on Friday night was big, just because it's Peterborough. I've had bad luck at this place in the last 5 years. But if we just come out of here with a top 5, with all the wheels pointed in the right direction, I'd be really, really happy with that. To win would be huge. That would be really, really big. Something magical is going to have to happen, I think. Gary laid down some pretty good lap times yesterday. He was in the 7s. We ran 9s. So it's going to take something special to happen, but it would be huge. I don't even want to know what it would be like, because I'm sure I won't even absorb half of it if it did.
We talked about this car maybe not having a whole lot of funding, but that doesn't mean there's not a lot of support behind this car. I mean, your mom and dad put a lot of time there. You got a couple of buddies that help you out on this car. I know you probably love to thank them for getting you through this year.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, mom and dad are number one. It's basically it's dad's car. I put some money in it, but it's dad's car, and my buddies Rob and Brendan, and my buddy Craig, Merit Group, he gave me some cash middle of summer, and that got us through Delaware and Kawartha, and really gave us a kick that we needed to get the job done and keep our top 10. And that was the whole intent in giving us that money, and couldn't have done it without them. But absolutely, mom and dad are number one. Brent's done an awesome job spotting all year. Rob's been coming out whenever he can. And my buddy Joel, can't forget him. He was here the first half of the year. He's gone to London, so he'll be back though.
It's a special team. It's a special group. I mean, go have some fun today, Matt. Finish off the year on the right note. Congratulations on a great 2013.
Thanks.
For OSCAAR TV, the 21st annual Autumn Colors Classic at the Peterborough Speedway, I'm Clayton Johns.